Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's still me, your music lady Jessica Onyechi. How are you all doing? I trust God you are fine. As for me and my family, we are bouncing. Okay, thank you guys so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Okay, liking the video, subscribing, sharing and commenting is not an easy thing, but you guys are always there for me. And I know that my God will continue to bless each and every one of you out there. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Jessica Onyechi. Okay, feel free to subscribe. Okay, I can sing. Okay, go through my other videos. I know you will love it. Okay, then subscribe because we are dropping it back to back for the rest of this 2021. Okay, so and remember to turn on your notification bell, select all for you to be notified each time I drop a new video. Okay, so in today's video I want to share you guys why the priest refused to wed me and my husband 3 days to our wedding. It's an interesting story and I know you will love it. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the video. So we were agreed to come and finalize our wedding plan with the catechist. If you don't know, catechist is an assistant priest to the Catholic Church. So anything that you want to do in the Catholic Church, you got to meet the catechist first, being it a child dedication, baptism, wedding, anything, confirmation, you got to meet the catechist first. Okay, so we were agreed to come and finalize the whole thing that Monday. So and why coming, that we should come with some requirement like HIV test, genotype test, and letter from our parish in the village, because me and my husband are both Catholic. Then our baptismal card and letter from the youth, because that church is where I do worship my God. So you are meant as a youth for you to belong in the youth. Okay, and so many things that I cannot remember. So, and that fateful Monday was the day my husband was admitted at the hospital. So there's a video where I talked about it and I explained everything, why we landed at the hospital 6 days to our wedding. So if you have not yet watched it, go and watch it for you to know where I'm coming from. So that fateful day, we were at the hospital, and the thing on our mind that time was my husband's healing, because the whole thing was getting out of hand, and me also believe that is poisoning stuff, that they have poisoned my husband. But my husband said it's a food poisoning. So yesterday we were admitted at the hospital, so we were deliberating whether to continue the wedding or to postpone it. But my husband said no, that he don't want us to postpone the wedding. The reason is that he believed that he's not being poisoned, that what is wrong with him is food poisoning, that we should change hospital for him, because he believed that that hospital he was, they don't know what they are doing. So I was like, maybe it's an Oyibo thing have get into you. You don't know what is happening in Nigeria again. That's normal way they do treat their patients. But my husband seeing it as is not the normal way and all that. So, and two, that he don't want us to postpone the wedding. If we do postpone the wedding, that means he will change his flight, because he don't want to do that where he's working back there in Spain, because he came back to Nigeria for our wedding. So he was lucky that the boss agreed to give him 2 months. They normally gave them vacation once in a year, which is August, but his was on October, November, December. So it was because of the relationship he has with the boss that he was granted that option. But my husband does not want to jeopardize the whole thing, because if he did not come back, that means it's likely they are going to terminate the contract. And if they terminate it, it means that whenever he goes back, that he has to work from that time to 1 year for him to start the process of me joining him. And my husband doesn't want that. He wants immediately he got back, he will start the process. If it is possible, safe, that he will love to go back with me after the wedding, but he has a lot of things to do before me joining him there. So, and number three, how are we going to tell the people that we invited that we've cancelled the wedding, and it's already that time, it was already 5 days to our wedding and all that. So we concluded that we are not going to cancel the wedding, that we should continue the process and all that. So I went there on Wednesday, and our wedding is Saturday that week. So when I went, he welcomed me, that's the catechist, and they asked of my name, and I told him, he asked me what I'm doing here. I told him that he should remember my face now, that we have wedding on Saturday this week. He was laughing and at the same time looking at me as if I'm abnormal and all that. So he said, what am I doing here? That they have already cancelled our names and all that. They assume that we are no more interested because they have seen a lot of cases similar to ours. They will say that they will declare their intention, and at a wrong run you will not see them again. So they assume that we are one of them and all that. So I said we are not, to see what we are passing through. As I'm talking to you right now, my husband is still at the hospital. He said I should stop calling him my husband, that he's not yet my husband. I said, okay, my fiance. So he said they have cancelled our names, that he's not going to do anything about it. Is it their policy? That why didn't I call him to tell him that we are not going to come again? So why am I here without my husband? So blah blah blah, everything. So I was begging, say please rewrite our names back. We are still interested, okay? He said, madam, please, it's not possible. It's not their policy. That they have cancelled, they have cancelled. He's not going to do anything about it. If he's going to do anything, I said my husband is still at the hospital. So how is he going to do the wedding and all that? You have wedding on Friday, on Saturday, and your husband is still at the hospital today, that is Wednesday. So I said, we believe that before then that he will get himself and all that, that he should continue. He said no, that he advised us to postpone the wedding, that they have already cancelled our names. My brothers and sisters, tears started flowing. I was like, what the hell is going on? Am I not supposed to continue with this wedding or not? Are we not meant to be each other? Why is this temptation, ups and downs and all that? So I was begging him, oh, see, we cannot postpone the wedding, telling him the reason we cannot do that, and please, that he should help us and rewrite our names back. He said, madam, I cannot do anything for you. Even if I'm going to do anything for you, you cannot do anything without my husband. How is he sure that my husband is still interested in the marriage? I said, sir, if you like, I can call him on phone. He's still interested, just that he's not well right now. So he said, madam, okay, that he don't know what is pushing him to do something, that even if he's going to do anything, that I have to come with my husband for him to know that he's still interested in the marriage. And the the test that we are going to write, we're still going to write it. That's why he advised us to come on that Monday, so that if we fail it, we still have the chance. Please ignore the noise, man. My baby boy is here. So we still have the chance to rewrite it again. But if we did not come when we were supposed to come, how are we going to do it and all that? So, and we are going to write that test, and if we fail, it's no wedding for us, because he said he's going to do wedding test for us after doing our marriage course and all that. With the certificate is there, he said he's going to do his own test and all that. So he said, okay, that he's giving up from now till Friday morning for us to come and finalize it. Normally it's not in their policy, but just that you don't know what is pushing him. That even if he's going to help us, now my husband has to be here. That he's giving us right now, from right now to Friday morning, to come and finalize the whole thing. I was happy and at the same time worried, because he said if we fail, no wedding for us. I went back to the hospital and tell my husband how the whole thing went. My husband said, my dear, this wedding must hold, whether we fail or not. They are going to wed us. I said, amen. Oh. So luckily for us, my husband started gaining himself and all that. Please go and watch the video to know where I'm coming from. So we went there on Friday morning to finalize the whole thing. When we went there, he welcomed us, and he even see that my husband is not feeling fine because he has reduced some weight and all that. So he asked him how he's doing and all that. So we asked us of the requirements, we give it to him, and thank God that one is okay. There's nothing wrong. All our requirements are complete. Then he started advising us, giving us an marriage counseling and all that, things that we are supposed to do, things that we are not supposed to do. After that, he gave us an oral test, five each question each. So I failed one, but my husband helped me in that upset. He said, that means you are meant to be. that the whole thing happening and all that, they have not seen such case for couples to come and finalize their wedding Friday to the wedding and all that, that he believed you were meant to be, blah 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 and all that. So after everything, oh, he said okay, that we are going to pay for the lady that are going to read that day, then the manserver and the choir. But we couldn't pay the choir because I'm a member of choir in that parish, so he did not settle the choir because it's one of our constitution. So after paying for them and all that, he prayed for us and congratulated us in advance. So we went back and they started doing the necessary things that we are meant to do, like hiring my wedding gown. As of that time, I've not hired my wedding gown. So we went and hired it. To God be the glory. We were four that wedded that day, and my wedding gown is the finest among them. Okay. So that day of the wedding, the wedded us, everything was successful, and I don't regret saying yes to my husband. That day was the happiest day of my life. If you see my husband that day, you will not even know what he passed through some days to our wedding. He was dancing and jubilating and all that. So, and today, we bless the Almighty God because we are still happily married with two adorable children. So why am I sharing this story? It's to tell you that we are meant to be each other, okay? If God does not permit our wedding, we are not going to do anything about it. But because we are meant to be each other, it is it happens. Also, I believe that when you are about to celebrate one or two things, being it wedding, child dedication, you might experience some obstacle or some challenges. That doesn't mean that um you were not supposed to do what you wanted to do, but just that is, I believe, is a journey of life, that anything can happen and all that. And the my relations, if they told you their experience on what they went through some days to their wedding, you will say that your own is even better and all that. And if you disagree with me that you did not experience anything in your wedding, during your wedding preparation, please drop it in the comment section, because I believe the people that are around me, they have experienced one or two things during their wedding. Then if you experience anything or similar to mine, please drop it in the comment section to encourage anyone that is out there battling with anything similar to yours, to know that it's a kind of normal thing that you come and go. It's temptation during your wedding. Some even have accident days to their wedding and all that, but to God be the glory, they are still together today. So guys, it's to tell you that what will be will be. So for that, I have come to the end of today's video. If you do enjoy my story, please give me a thumbs up and also tell me your experience in the comment section. And we've come to the end of today's video. If you do enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, and remember to be happy. Okay, know that you are an amazing human being, and for that I'm saying bye bye, see you soon, bye.